Hey, what's going on? Jessica coming at you from Devereaux, and in today's video, I'd like to talk to you about choosing the right audience in Propeller Ads and exactly how to break it down so you can get profitable campaigns. So let's go ahead and get started. So in my last few videos, I built a campaign from scratch and I showed you how I like to put together some images. So far, I found a winning creative. My primary focus right now was before I try to scale, I wanted to finally reach 1,000 clicks, which I'm pretty sure I'm close to that. So as you can see, we have it notated by medium, high, low, and that indicates what type of audience we are running the traffic to. So I will explain to you exactly what it means with high, medium, and low user activity for the audience. But I just wanted to see, did I get 1,000 clicks? Oh, good. I got some conversions since I last checked this too. Awesome. All right, so let me see if we can break this down for you guys so you can better understand it. Once you start a campaign, this cannot be changed. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I mean. Now, the theory behind user activity is pretty much, in addition to targeting a user by their connection, their device, or their geo, that's not enough to identify or pinpoint their engagement or how they interact with your ads. So therefore, Propeller Ads has our user activity separated into high, medium, and low. So the idea behind high pretty much is this group consists of people who have shown that they have subscribed to the publisher's database recently, like within the past 3 days. Also shows that they click through ads a lot. It shows that they haven't received a lot of ads. So pretty much there are a lot of different criteria that are evaluated to see whether or not they are going to fit into the medium. And then obviously you're going to have to pay a little bit more. We recommend starting with this group if you're planning to test a new offer, because the theory behind that is if you can get maximum performance with a high user activity, then you can possibly be able to scale it to medium and low user activity. Now, the medium user activity is average. That means that this individual has been subscribed to the database for at least 7 days or less at this point. They have seen more impressions. So you have a decent volume, you have a decent CPC. If you're going for CPM, you'll have a decent rate for that too. As far as your volume is concerned, you'll get a lot of impressions, but the engagement's probably going to be a little bit lower because these folks have seen more of the push notifications from this database, and people like to spy. You can't really do too much with Android when it comes to natively advertising on those kind of platforms. So, you probably get hit with a bunch of ad blockers at that point. And that leads me to low user activity, where they have been subscribed at least 7 days or more. If you want to show your ads to this group, then I would say you have thoroughly tested it. You don't want to spend too much on clicks, so you're being cheap as hell. You have an offer or a discount or a bonus that's hella irresistible, and people are gonna go for it. So I'd say that that's the one where you have broken down your campaign to the T. You've nailed down the flow. You've nailed down the creative. I mean, you have to literally, for me, you would have to have the perfect trifecta. Now, right now, because I'm on OnClick, you can see here that they want to allow anti-ad block traffic. So that means that there are certain publishers where your notifications can't get through. But as you can see, broker traffic is not affected by user activity. So that's what I want to touch base on. So whenever you're setting up your campaigns, you'll have the opportunity to include or exclude broker traffic. Now, these user activities don't indicate that you have less likelihood of getting better conversions. You have the chance of 100% being successful with getting conversions with each user activity. That's not the case. It's just if you would like to select an audience that may be more engaged through the limited targeting that we have with push notifications, Propeller Ads has that under control, where they look at certain clicks and certain activity in order to separate that. They can't do that from websites or databases that are brokered, that because they obviously, apparently, they don't have the database to fulfill the impressions that they are stating that they can honor. Therefore, they have different partners that they get traffic from. So the database that they have is not 100% theirs. That's fine. That's normal. But as long as it's being refreshed, that's good to go. Now, because you don't have any control over the user activity and broker traffic, we recommend that you don't utilize that for your high traffic. Now, you guys are getting some pretty top-notch information that we have been like holding to the side for the premium section of the AFK forum, and I've broken it down thoroughly about user activity and how it impacts your campaigns from the jump. So if you're going to go in and you want to test broker traffic, don't do high. And the reason why is because you could become an advertiser to a zone that is going to have low quality by default because they don't control that. So you're going to still be paying whatever CPC rate you've gone in for that low quality traffic. That's why we say if you're going to go for high, do not ever include broker traffic. This is usually what ours always looks like whenever we're setting up a campaign. This is usually how we go. Now, this whole premium only situation, I have reviewed it, and the impressions and the clicks dropped drastically. So I'd say, I don't know. I'll test it. I haven't tested it because I've heard feedback that it's not technically different from high user activity. But if you are trying to scale, it's definitely not an audience that you can scale on. The volume is significantly too low. It's just not possible. So that goes to show you how you choose your user activity. Now, whenever you are now getting some data going and you need to probably target by browser, this is where we start indicating whether or not you want to do Google Chrome or Samsung browser. That makes a difference sometimes. Like, I have a few offers that perform better on Google Chrome as opposed to the Samsung browser. You can also start including and excluding languages as well. So if there's a particular language, your mobile service provider, I would say that's important. If you have any mobile carriers that have been converting a little better, like for me, I had to eliminate some broadband situations in a few campaigns that I've run. So you can do that before you start doing whitelist or blacklist if you need to narrow down your audience. Now, these are going to be for audiences to show ads. Let's see. So if you have saved an audience that you want to upload here, go ahead and do so. And you would save them right here. So if you go into, let's see, the audience section for retargeting, I would pretty much assume that this is going to be mainly for domain traffic. Let me see. All right, so let's play with it. 1 second. So I just create the audience, get the pixel code, put it in the header for tracking. Okay, so I need to gather data on the audience, and then I can create it. All right, neat. So I should have an option that says create audience. Then we would do test audience. Bet. And then you get this pixel code. And then you get this pixel code, put it in the header for tracking. Okay, so I need to gather data on the audience, and then I can create it. All right, neat. So I should have an option that says create audience. Then we would do test audience. Bet. And then you get this pixel code. Put it in the header for tracking. Okay, so I need to And then there you go. You got your daily reach. And then once I have a daily reach, I would go back into campaign and we would be able to select that from my new audience, or I can upload it. All right, cool. So that's what you would do if you would like to target your audiences a little bit more efficiently, and that is something that we will play around with because we are building a database. So that will be fun. All right, so as you can see, the campaign that I used as an example is still profitable. So what I did was I went in with CPC. I tested high user activity. So I have it labeled by the offer, what my placement is, my bid model, and then my user activity. That's how specific we are. Let me think. Whenever you're ready to expand on your volume, then you can play around with all of them. So here's what we usually do. We usually do high on its own. You can generally get some pretty good impressions and some pretty decent amount of clicks. Now, after that, we will try medium and low together. If we are really trying to get the ball rolling, then we'll just throw all three of them in there all together. Now, there aren't really too many occasions where we do high, medium, and low targeting in one campaign. However, we will do it if we have an offer that we are trying to scale drastically and significantly to where we're trying to get as many leads as we can because we don't have a cap. So it's something to consider, but very rarely do we combine high with low. We may try high with medium. I have tried that with the CPM campaign, and it did all right. Not necessarily the best, but I always find myself with the high user activity. I think it's nice that you can target that way as you're building out the campaign. Kind of eliminates the guessing game of whether or not you're getting good traffic. So let me know in the questions down below if you guys have any other questions about building an audience, or any questions about the user activities, or some theoretical situations that you may want to test. I'll try my best to answer them, but it's pretty cut and dry when it comes to audiences. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it's very important to make sure that you go in with the right audience at first. As you can see, it will make or break your campaign from the very beginning based on the strategy that we use.
Are you struggling with your affiliate marketing business or want to take things to the next level? Allow me to introduce you to Dijs University. Dijs University is the #1 affiliate marketing training platform in the world. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced affiliate marketer, Dijs University offers you thousands of different videos with topics such as Facebook, volume, adplexity, and many more of your favorite topics. Step by step, you will learn the secret super affiliate ways to get the most out of each traffic source. Dominate each vertical with our detailed quick start guides. Are you ready to get started? Click the link in the description to sign up today.